everyone, welcome back. We've got an exciting video today that will show you our latest offering that will enable you to audit your ServiceNow license usage at a detailed level. This is a product that leverages the Northcraft Analytics backend built on the Microsoft BI stack. It's an inexpensive solution that can be installed in one day remotely. So let's get into it. The problem in the past with gathering this information on license usage with ServiceNow is that there is a great deal of information stored in the tables, the ServiceNow tables, about your license usage, specifically the role audit history. Okay, so basically what you have in ServiceNow is you have these different licenses you purchase, be it fulfiller, approver, the different modules, HR. Usually every user will have a record, okay, in ServiceNow. There is also a role that's associated with it and with each user. And there is also the potential for a role to be licensable. Okay, so that's at a high level. Then at the detailed level, there is a date and time stamp for the time that a role was either added or removed. What this equates to is about, for 1,000 users within ServiceNow, you're looking at 1 million records of data, given an assumption of 3 roles per user, which is actually conservative. So in an environment where you have, let's say, 5,000 employees, you're looking at 5 million records. And if you're looking at 3 years of data, that's 15 million records. But the business issue they're trying to solve is when you receive your bill, you have the evidence at a very granular level to say, this is our actual usage, here's our peak usage, and be able to prove that. Okay, so let's get started with a demonstration. And this is our solution built entirely upon Power BI. This is all canned. We install the Microsoft BI infrastructure if you don't have it already, which most people do, as it leverages SQL Server Standard plus analysis services. So we can look at license users per month at the aggregate level. This is over a 1-year time period. Okay, looking at license costs. And this information is coming from a public source. It's from GSA, the Government Services Administration. So if you'd like to take a look at the licensing model that we've leveraged, it's from that. Now your contract may be different. So in the installation, that's where we will configure it based on your contract, so you can see actual contract value for your organization. We have the license users by department and role. So let me give you a specific example here. Okay, we've got fulfillers, we've got approvers. Okay, and a fulfiller also has the ability to approve. So, the logic needs to separate out the approvers who are only approvers. Okay, from a licensing perspective. So our solution does that, and so we could look at, for example, if we click on approver, we'll look at those. We'll go back to fulfiller for a little bit because that's obviously the most expensive, and there's the most the largest record volume there in this particular data set. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some of the more important capabilities. So we've got an aggregate level, but we want to get into the more granular data so you can see how that works. So let's look at our monthly licensed users for the peak. Okay, so we drill down to all of the users here that not only are they currently licensed, but we have a history of the day the licensable role was assigned for each of the licensable roles. Okay, so you've got the ability to look at how long each user has had that. Okay, now, to get even more granular, what we need to do here is look into exactly, and this is from all from ServiceNow tables, native out-of-the-box ServiceNow tables. What we need to do is see the exact roles that each individual has. So next, we're going to drill through into role lifetime. Okay. So now we're going to get even just a little bit more granular there. So you can see how we're stepped from aggregate down to grain, as we do with all of the Northcraft BI applications. So if you've seen any of our other demonstrations, you'll be familiar with this. Okay, so yes, we do allow for aggregate to grain level drilling, and here now we can look at, for one specific user, all of their different roles and how long they have had them. And again, in the module, we're defining which are licensable and which are not, depending on your specific contract. Because there are cases, for example, where requesters might be licensable or they may not, and there are different modules that you may own as well. Okay, so we do pull all of the data around roles to make it completely auditable and transparent. So that's it with our demonstration. Just to end, you've got the ability to look across years of data, as always with Northcraft. One of the advantages that we have is that we truly enable you to see the visibility of big data or large data sets, both structured and unstructured. The data is live and it is presentation layer independent, so that you can view this licensing data from within Tableau, Power BI, or Excel. Excel can still be useful in a situation where you need to share this information outside of the organization without having to give access to Power BI or assign an account for that. Power BI is $10 per user per month. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Exciting new offering. If you'd like to see a live demonstration, you can certainly visit us on our website. This is under our BI application ServiceNow license report. Simply click on that, read the summary, and leave your contact information. And we can set up a demonstration at your convenience. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.